Hi guys, I'm Danya and we're back from the patio of Deutsche Welle with Janek and Sebastian for our semi-final number 2 battle. This time between England and Denmark. So Janek will be making the case for
England.
And Sebi?
Denmark.
All right guys, let's try to keep it clean. Okay, Janek, why is England going to win?
First reason has to be Harry Kane and Raheem Sterling. I think they're probably the partnership, attacking partnership left in this whole tournament. Both are in top form, finally. I think Raheem Sterling has really showed that he's England's most important player throughout the whole tournament, and Harry Kane is finally scoring goals and looking just way more confident. You know, in the first group games he was a bit subdued. Just didn't really look like up to the task, but once he's got that first goal, and then obviously against Ukraine he went to town. Probably should have had a hat-trick, that volley that he missed, left foot as well.
Unbelievable.
Very dirty. So yeah, I would say this partnership in general just like are really going to go to town on Denmark. They've got their 3 at the back, but I think Raheem Sterling running at them and putting in those balls to Harry Kane at the top of the box is really going to take Denmark to town.
Okay, so how can Denmark compete with this attacking partnership?
First of all, I would like to say something which is a bit off topic. Did you see that TikTok video of the Arab commentator when Harry Maguire scored? He said, "Goal, Harry Potter, Harry Potter." There's a lot of Harrys out there.
Is that your argument?
But no, this is a bit off.
Okay,
this is just something that I woke up to today, and I needed to get this off my chest. Denmark is no longer just this feel-good story about Eriksen that it was obviously in the beginning. I think Denmark, together with your Italia, is actually the most compact team in the tournament. And I not just will make a case for Denmark now, but I also see a final Italy-Denmark actually.
Ooh.
Which is a bit of an unexpected
Shots
final,
fired.
but honestly, if these two teams would make it to the final, you know, that would be just fair enough, because Denmark are compact on all positions. Be it in defense, be it in midfield, be it in attack. And we need to keep in mind that their best man is out. But regardless, they actually made it to the semifinals, and deservedly so. Even, you know, yesterday they were struggling against a very strong Czech Republic, but they also took this challenge in Baku, in the heat of Baku, in the humidity of Baku. So one man I would like to single out yesterday is Pierre-Emile Højbjerg.
Yep.
Actually, he kept the whole thing together, and he was preventing the Czech axis of evil, the Danes will say Souček and Holeš, from actually scoring or from even coming close to the goal. He was the main man. He lost the ball twice in a very stressful, intense 95-minute game. And he's often overlooked. He's a bit the man from the shadow, you know, because we talk about Dolberg, obviously, in attack. We talk about Vestergaard, we talk about Schmeichel, we talk about Paulsen, obviously, but few people see that he is key to this Denmark, actually, that will put England to the hardest test they have faced so far.
Okay.
Says a German.
Do they have an answer?
I can't deny that this will probably be the harshest test that England are going to come up against. I am worried about the midfield, because I think Denmark do zip the ball along a lot quicker than any team England has faced, and that's going to be a real test. But for all even my own opinions of Southgate, what are you doing always playing Rice and Phillips as 2 holding midfielders? We need a bit more attack, we need to go forward and be more proactive. Rice and Phillips are an incredible combination, and they've got the job done. And I think they just work so brilliantly together. One will press forward and really harry, and they did this against Germany, and of course that was a bit tougher, but they did it against Ukraine as well. And the other one will sit back, and they've just got a nice combination where they seem to be in tune with each other and seem to know, if you're pressing, I'm going to sit back, and vice versa. And I don't know how Southgate's going to set the team up, because Denmark play with 3 at the back, and we saw that when England played Germany with 3 at the back, they went to a back 3, back 5 / kind of system. But I mean, with Rice and Phillips there, I think they have the ability to take care of Delaney and Højbjerg for sure. I think they've proven it, even they've had some doubters. And I just love how controlled this England team is. I don't think we've seen this from an England side before, you know? They're always kind of everyone's wanting them to play attacking football because they have all these attacking talents, and Southgate's like, nah, chill. We're just going to play this controlled system, set up well, get our goals, and attack at the right moments. And I think that street smart's going to work against Denmark.
I mean, history showed us that that does work to win a tournament.
100%,
so
yeah.
how could Denmark stop this?
I would just like to say that England, as we all know, have not conceded a goal at this tournament, which is
Zero.
remarkable.
Not yet.
That sounds like my argument, Seb.
He's good at making arguments
I'm
for
only
the
just
team.
beginning. I'm only just beginning. We all know this, but we also know that Denmark is the team that scored already 2 super early goals at this tournament. Remember against Belgium, when they came out electrified and Yusuf Hausen scored that goal, or yesterday against Czech Republic after 5 minutes, that Delaney header, actually.
Yep.
And I think England stand a huge risk in that game to concede a goal quite early. And this would be a new experience at this tournament. At home, in Wembley, you know, I don't know how many people allowed in, 50,000, 60,000.
Yeah,
it's going to be back to, 2019 in a way.
Yeah.
And if they are being scored on after 5 or 10 minutes, and the Danes are good at that, how would England react to this?
Normally, they would crumble. England have always crumbled when the nerves have got there and they've been a goal down and they don't know what to do and they're scared and like the team's coming at them and attack. But this team's chill. Like they are really, really in control, I feel. It's like they have a plan and it's not the most exciting plan, but everyone's bought into it and they just work together. And there's like, even the players that aren't playing, there don't seem to be any egos there, like they're not worried about not starting or whatever, and they come on and they do their job. And it's always a concern with England if they go a goal down and like how do they deal with that. But I think this team has the mentality to deal with that and come back from that. And then they have the skill as well, like the depth on the bench. If they're in trouble in the second half, still 1-0 down with 30 minutes to go, they have the arsenal to bring off the bench, like your Sanchos and your Fodens and your Sakas, and to change the game. And I think that's something that Denmark don't have. They don't have that ability to bring something off the bench if something's not going right, or to change the game.
But do you think that the fact that England have not conceded and have not gone down and have not had to really suffer and fight back in a game, do you think that that can hurt them against Denmark, who they have the spirit, they know how to fight, they've overcome a lot of adversity in this tournament?
Yep.
I
genuinely think this England team finally has that team spirit where they can bounce back from like going a goal down. But at the same time, England haven't conceded, but Denmark haven't kept a clean sheet. So, I mean, even if England do finally concede, I'm pretty confident that England has the attacking ability to win by another goal or two, even if they do go 1-0 down.
Okay, so, Sebi, who do you think will be the key player for Denmark if they're going to beat England, and predict a little bit of the score?
Same story. It's going to be Højbjerg again, actually, the key player. And I have a bit of a feeling, I have said this in the last battle, don't hate me out there, but that this game is going to go into penalties. I don't know if it's going to be 0-0 or 1-1. And if it's 0-0 and England would actually crash out without having conceded a goal, that would have been a repetition of what happened to Switzerland actually at the World Cup once. Don't know if you remember that. Without conceding a single goal, out.
Yeah, okay.
That would be schade.
So this could
0-0 penalties.
This could happen to actually this game, because I see a very evenly balanced battle here, not just between the two of us here, but also on the pitch. Next Tuesday. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
So that's my prediction, and then obviously Denmark go through. Peter Schmeichel, I'm saying Kasper Schmeichel, obviously his
also
son,
a good keeper.
is no stranger to these English crowds. He will have good nerves, and Denmark would win the penalties. That's my prediction.
England?
I think you're right. It's going to be a close game. I think it'll be tight, but I think England will get a goal eventually. And then I think they'll put another one as well. I'm going to tip 2-0. I think, once they go 1-0 up and then Denmark have to push forward, I think then,
Don't underestimate these melee crosses.
Outside the foot, absolutely.
Have you seen how big Harry Maguire's head is? Clearing them every day.
Harry Potter? No,
Harry Potter?
No offense here.
And Sterling running at that defence, they're going to be scared.
Okay.
They're going to be scared.
So we've heard both sides. I mean, I love the story of Denmark, and secretly I kind of do hope, that underdog spirited story continues, But I think that England just has a little bit too much. quality and a lot off the bench. So I'm going to go with England on this one. But you guys,
Italian referees, the usual issue here.
Okay. But you guys, be sure to let us know what you think, who do you think is going to win, predict a score, man of the match. Some of you are actually very good at that. And we'll see you again for another battle.
Ciao.
Keep it real.